everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Float Fishing character. Today, I am over at Donets, and I've actually been here for a little bit. I started fishing overnight and didn't want to record that nice 457-gram sitchel. Didn't want to record that because I knew it was going to be more feeder fishing than float fishing. So I'll show what I've caught so far. The sun is just coming up. We're just getting to time of day that float fishing will be successful. So I'm over here at 124, 120. This spot has shown up on VK for both float fishing and for using wacky worms if you're a spin fisher. So came down here. We're over here at 120 or 120, kind of casting straight out around the driftwood here. Start at the edge of the algae and just let it kind of float down. On the two bottom rods, I've been using size 24 hooks with red worm. I thought I saw the float move right before I move in. So mainly aiming for rough, and we've gotten a pretty good selection of rough, a couple of really decent ones too. These were the three nice ones. I did get one sitchel on float before it got dark. There's another person that was nearby, at least in the same chat channel I am, and they were caught two trophy rough overnight. So this spot was actually pretty active from a bottom rod perspective overnight. So hopefully it stays active on the float rod side as we get to the daytime hours. But over on the float rod, I've got a size 12 hook with mayfly. Size 12 hook, mayfly. I've got a 60 meter depth. And I've kind of just been letting it hang out at the end of its line, especially through the night, because I knew it would be too slow to do much else. But cast out, let it kind of float, drift with the current past the driftwood here, and hope fish show up. I did see casters and mayfly here was an option. I don't have sandwich bait unlocked, so I personally am not using that. I haven't tried caster. Let's put a caster on and see what happens. But this spot's been on here for a couple different things, both Shemayas and mainly pumpkin seed sunfish. Or if you translate VK, so it shows up as sunny perch. But not seeing much yet. It's still a little bit early. Where are my mayflies? Here they are. Trying to aim for about a 50% cast that gets it out a decent amount, and I can still see it over the little split or crotch in the wood there. Sorry if dog snores are showing up. Someone just rolled upside down and is snoring on the couch next to me. It's been a hard day to be a dog. We had a couple of good thunderstorm rounds blow through, and I've had to leave him home alone a couple times yesterday and today. So he's not a fan of that. Doesn't happen too often, but trying to make it more normal. And since I'm going to have to go into the office a couple times this week, wanted to get him ready for that. 408-gram sigil. Luckily, I don't have to spend the full day in the office, just a couple of meetings. A couple hours instead of 8 hours. But he's got separation anxiety like a lot of dogs do, and especially a lot of dogs that were acquired in the pandemic that don't have their owners leave a lot. So it's always rough when I do leave them. Try 2. Yep, it's actually on. About to say there's surprisingly no fish on for what it was jingling there, but turned out there was a nice river mussel, 136-gram river mussel. Did not expect that. All right, it's 7 o'clock. Now's when I think things should be picking up a little bit, hopefully on the floats. Keyword being hopefully. Either way, with the number of rough, today's going to be a decent day for a Donets day. Another decent sitchel. 305-gram. On good fish. I woke up this morning with I left a window cracked because it was pretty decent out there. It was low 70s, high 60s, and we had rain overnight. And especially first thing in the morning, I woke up about 7 o'clock this morning with my left arm completely numb, a lot of pressure on my left shoulder, and of course I get concerned about heart attack or something like that just because it was weird that I wake up to that. Turns out the four-legged thing was sleeping with his head on my shoulder, and just the weight of him had cut off some blood flow. But he was one happy puppy, using my arm as a pillow. Come on, fishy fish. Ooh, that's a nice bream. 6.92 kilos that someone just caught. Ooh, almost got faked out there. And still did. Damn it. That was my fault. One of the good slash bad news is about having to go back into the office is I went to put on the clothes I used to wear before the pandemic, and nothing fits anymore, but in a good way. I'm down almost 40 pounds from when I was going in the office, so I had to go out and buy some new clothes to wear to the office tomorrow. And actually went down in jean size two two sizes instead of just one because of how much of a difference it was. I had a very old pair that were the same size that I just bought that I haven't worn in probably 8, 10 years, and they fit just fine. So, good slash bad news. And also went down a shirt size too. The jeans I've been wearing when I take the dog for WALK around the block have been so loose that I 100% have to have a belt on them. They're 4 inches wider than they need to be. And they used to be almost too tight to wear into the office. But that's a good problem to have. I'm still a little overweight, but A lot better than I was. And that's partially thanks to the four-legged thing. Taking him for escorts around the block. And I'm not going to say I'm eating better, but I'm definitely eating less than I used to. Still eating kind of the same things, but used to be if I made a pan of hamburger helper, I would eat the whole pan for dinner. Now it's usually 2 to 4 meals. Or if I made a pot of spaghetti, I'd eat way too much of it. This has been slower than I was hoping for. Not gonna lie. Try the bark beetle larva. Did hear the jingle jangle there for a second, but I don't see either rod acting like there's a fish on there. Come on, fishy fish. I may be glad I fished through the night for ruffs. There might be a fish on 3. There is. Turn so I can watch rod 1 while I pull out. It's a mussel. Nice mussel, too. 68 gram zebra mussel. With it being as slow as it is, I feel comfortable putting out a second rod. And I want to try casters on it. Luna Chaser's nailing the sigils. Probably another small mussel here. No, little Terran. I just missed a fish. Something bit rod too. I didn't see it until it was too late. Got lucky I got back to this one. I was just about to recast rod 2 when I saw this one go down. And I think that's a sunfish. Yep, 202 gram sunfish. 3000 XP. Nice fish. Ah, I missed it. You know what? I need to check rod 2's depth now that I think about it. I don't know what I have it set at. I've got it deeper. Interesting. Got a fish on rod one. Little sitchel. Nothing special. Not even a marker. I missed it. I just saw, oh, I saw the line go down. I didn't see the float go down, but I was too late. Tiny rough. Interesting midday rough. They're usually nighttime fish. You just barely see the floats through the tree here. Take a step over to try and keep them out of the tree a little bit. Come on, give me a good fish. $207 sunfish. Something's nibbling on one. Now it bit. It is a sun. It is a Sunday afternoon. Sorry. This was a pretty big fish, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get it out. 834-gram roach on ultralight. Not bad. Missed a fish over here on one. It is a Sunday afternoon. That's why you're not seeing any weekly records in chat. What I was going to say when I was trying to figure out what was going on with that fish, if it was getting caught or not. Pretty much had everything at capacity there. There we go. Now I can actually see them both. Nice Terran. 534-gram Terran. Nice fish. Happy about that one. Missed this fish while I was pulling that one in. Okay with that. You can hear the rod 3 doing a jingle jangle. And there's nothing on it. I'm going to go ahead and pull it in though, just so it's not a distraction. 2 float rods are enough. A little sunfish. Definitely need to buy carrots soon. I picked up the wrong rod. Dang it. That was my fault. All right, Tucker's brain. Right now, rod one is in front of rod two. Rod one has stopped. Two has now stopped. Rod two's the back one. Rod one's the front. Come on, fishy fish. Come on, fishy fish. Rod two getting nibble. And got a fish on. Little Shemaya, 500 gram or 500 XP. We got a 500 gram Shemaya would be amazing. I would have been very happy. Can still hear my sump pump going off every few seconds. And it hasn't rained in over an hour. Looks like the sun's even out now. That's how much rain we've gotten today. I had one of those good old folding camp chairs outside, and I leave it outside all the time. And it was the seat was completely full of water, and it was completely dry last night when I took the dog out. So we had a lot of rain. A couple of the highways even flooded. It's kind of the second rainstorm with over an inch in an hour this week, so I'm not entirely surprised. Getting the good old dog snores. My right elbow's nice and warm because the dog's laying on it. That's a roach, I bet. No, it turned out to be a sitchel. They usually grab it and go straight down, not nibble like that. That's what I thought. Couldn't remember what bait I had on rod one. Come on, fishy fish. Nibble on two again. Don't think that's a sichel. Little dace. Come on, fishy fish. Come on, fish. There we go. There we go. Patience. 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 Now. And missed it. Still. Dang it. Honestly, don't think I waited long enough. Go ahead and toss the bottom rod out. It's slower than I was thinking it was going to be. Trying to decide if there's a fish on 3 or not on the bottom rod. There's a dibble there, but I don't think there is. Now there is. Might be a marker here. Just barely $2.95. I'll take it. Still watching the floats while pulling this sitchel in. Little sitchel on bottom rod. Keep in mind, I have no points in bottom rod fishing. So, other than just I don't even know if I have it maxed out yet. I may not have using a reel maxed out. I do. Using the spinning reel is maxed out. That gives me a little bit more control, but not chance for better fish. Nice 242 gram Terran. Dog just woke up and he had left a toy where he wanted to go lay. I had to reach over and grab it for him. Boy. Yeah, my headset just shut off. Both float rods getting nibbles. And I missed the one on two. Looks like the bottom rod's getting a nibble too. I'm sitting on my charging cable. Oh, I got it. 510 grams sigil. Definitely something on three. I missed whatever was on one. I don't know if it actually bit though. I think this is caught on the dock. I don't think it was an amazing fish. All right. Get the headset plugged back in. I knew it was getting low. I just didn't check how low it was before I started recording. One of the downsides, they fixed a firmware bug where it was just kind of hanging up at times where it wouldn't turn on, turn off. I'd have to get a paper clip and push the reset button. They fixed that, but now it doesn't give me a low beep or a battery low warning. It just shuts off. There might be something I can do in the controls. I need to look now that I think about it. But that requires thinking. Nope, not actually a fish on. I think there actually is. Yeah, there is. What do we have? It's a decent river mussel. 30-gram river mussel. Come on, fishy fish. Yeah. Opening up the control panel for my headset and it overtook the game window. Kind of alt tabbed me out of it. That's a decent sunfish, 144 grams, another 2100 XP. And jump the gun there. Not a fish on. One is the closer, two is the farther. And there's not a notification that it's low in the controls for battery perspective. Come on, fish. Tiny sunfish. This one just went straight down. Not a sigil. Shemaya, yes. 337 gram Shemaya, 6,700 XP. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just waiting for me to know it was on. This is a pretty decent fish here. Did I get a trophy sigil? Nope, 1.29. I think that used to be a trophy sigil. That's unfortunate. That was fish number 50 on the day. Ooh, we're 5 away from 10,250. I'm glad I checked that. Not that it really matters, just it's always fun to kind of catch those milestone type fish. Own fish. Oh, that was on there. I'm angry. That one made me mad. Still think that fish was actually on. Little Sitchel. No, it was a little shad. Come on, give me 4 more fish before I call it, please. Evidently left my flashlight on all day. Was tracking the lines back there so I know which one was getting nibbled. I thought it was one, and I was correct. Another sunfish? Tiny sunfish. I just missed a fish over on 2. but I got a decent fish. And this might be a bream. Yeah, 600-gram bream. Two more fish. Come on. Decent sitchel there. Oh. Yeah, well. And fish number 10,250 is a worthless bream. But not too bad. I will go ahead and cut up the one bream that I can. That's a marker, or not a marker. And was successful there. So 54 fish, not too bad. A little over an hour, I think. Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes. I'll take it. I'm not disappointed with that. And I'm going to guess we're over 100 silver. I don't think we're much over 100. I'm going to say between 100 and 110. But it was an amazing XP day, so I'm not complaining. And we'll see if we got anything at the cafe as well, too. But am I right on the 100 to 110 silver? I'm very wrong. 158 silver. Wow. That Shemaya was worth 18. A couple of the sunfish were double digits. That big old Sitchell was as well. Taryn was a little bit closer to 10 as well. Cafe wise, it's going to be okay. We will sell the 4 smallest rough that we have that fit the bill for 26. We only got one big Terran. Didn't get a big Nace. Trophy Sitchell would have been worth 80. Nothing else for that. But 26 and 147, 148 basically. 154, 164. Not a bad day at all. So hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow over on the spin character, and we'll see you then. Bye bye now.